increases enough to turn it red.
You're absolutely correct. We'll skip the basics then. Have you ever met researchers with cabin fever? They get up to the most novel experiments. Flight, light, even music.
The heights made...
You have to understand, Miss Randazzo. Olympus Park creates new wonders every day, but not everything should ever be released.
Then why is it in the lowers?
I have my suspicions. Olympus Park is not as untouchable as our namesake, such as hiring a villain to break into the heights.
The professor's palm rests on the top of his cane, as solemn and heavy as a hand on a headstone. I wonder if he still feels the heat of explosives and fire.
It was an utter tragedy.
You said you came to bloody, bruised, and alone.
An awful thing to wake to. I had board members at my heels fighting my request to leave, but it worked out. Eleanor safe.
She sounds like a lot more than a researcher to you. Gardner simply smiles, as naturally as if Nellie were really his own.
I've known Eleanor since she was 16. Her parents, lovely people, knew that they had a genuine prodigy. They didn't want their child to go out into the world alone.
You said it yourself. The Heights isn't untouchable, and the gunman who started the fire still running around.
I'm embarrassed to admit I simply wasn't thinking. I'd finally found Eleanor. I'd heard war had broken out in White Street, and I thought...
If you were in that much of a rush, what took you so long to find her? You obviously have resources. There's faster ways to find someone than planting...
You know the lowers more intimately than I, Miss Randazzo. Money, influence, and connections only go so far when
A deep weariness drapes around his shoulders, made up of several weeks worrying. He looks to the bar, as though confirming Nellie was still where he'd left her.
I'm aware I seem unreasonable. I came into your lives and nearly spirited Eleanor away without explanation. But wouldn't you do anything to keep someone you cared about safe?
My mind places the shadowed streets and warring baronies against a kiss of sunlight from upstairs. There's a creep chasing Nellie. Black hat, scars, professional killer.
Agora essa pergunta diz.
Dufresne.
Meu
Know
Deus.
anything about him? Gardner's brows twitch downward, leaving furrows deep enough to catch water.
I'm afraid I wouldn't. Arson and murder aren't quite my department. What about you, Miss Randazzo?
Mostly through our run-ins. He said someone hired him to bring her
Muito
home.
esquisito o cara querer pegar ela, matar a menina e não querer matar esse cara.
Eleanor still has family and associates in the uppers. Perhaps not everyone was pleased when she left her old life for the Heights.
Enough to keep Dufresne on the hunt? Someone like him isn't cheap. If Nellie knew anyone else with that kind of money, she wouldn't have worried about cash flow.
Then perhaps we're looking at it from the wrong angle. Eleanor has a mind that's seen once in a generation.
My skin wants to crawl off my seat. Dufresne had torn apart my car to get Nellie's journal. If Nellie's gray matter was that... At the bar, Thomas puts away a load of glasses, each clinking away to its rightful place. I stare. Sounds like the brainiacs in the Heights don't know what's going on.
Unfortunately. I'm truly sorry I can't tell you more, but...
I bite back a cynical remark about whether the Heights...
So, how was it?
Got the gist of it, thanks.
Oh, yes! I've never tried it, but the gentleman at the bar ordered 2 on the...
Oh, my dear, that's a rather strong drink.
Oh, well, I'm certain I can manage. And it would be a shame to waste it.
Hey, kid, let me have a sip? Before Nellie can stop me, I snag the glass and down the contents.
Chia!
Trust me. Unless you want to be seeing in circles, start with something you can dip your toes in.
I suppose you're right.
Well put. I believe Thomas has something more beginner-friendly on the top right shelf. Let's try that.
I ankle over to the bar, squeezing between a chair and the dough to order a... What the? Instead of a wallet, my fingers close around a kitschy elephant doll. If the doll wearing Dreamland's colors wasn't enough of a...
What? It's Topsy, one of Dreamland's most darling mascots.
Yeah, well, bully for Topsy.
Don't look so suspicious.
So what? You thought you'd slip a doll into my pocket?
We're not all common cut purses. I could pick the pocket of everyone here and they'd go to bed without realizing it. But that's so... banal.
I don't know about that.
Oh? Why don't you give it a try then? We can make a game of it. Put Topsy into Tiana's handbag without her noticing.
What are we playing for? More secrets?
Tempting, but no. I'd hate to make things feel stale. So why not a drink? You can pick whichever you like.
All right. And if I lose?
I'll try to pick something within your budget. This is for fun.
Why Tiana? She do something to warrant a hazing?
Nothing recent, but she and I used to attend school together. I thought she could do with a little nostalgia.
Uh-huh. So you won't mind taking the fall when Tiana gets mad.
Of course. It is my idea, after all. And unless she's grown rusty, she'll know who's to blame anyway.
What the hell? I could use the practice. Just have your money ready. We work out a plan. I take Topsy to a nearby stool and idle for a few, creating a cushion of deniability before Sophie starts.
Tiana, darling. You seem comfortable. Taking a...
Sophia, tell me, does Tetka know where you spend your time off?
I don't think Mom cares, as long as I have the sense to do it away from prying eyes. The whole may be drab, but I'll give it this much.
That is what makes it good for business, no?
While the pair of old schoolmates chat each other up, Sophie awaits my instruction. Tiana might be quicker with a pen than a knife, but her insight's still sharp enough to cut through any obvious ploys.
Diplomacia
I
discreta.
tap the counter 3 times.
Gunther's easy to bribe, you see. He loves peach schnapps and... Oh, that is a lovely pocket you have hidden in your wrap.
Aha. You know what they say.
Of course. Then, may I get your professional opinion? You see, Mom's recruited a new tailor from Bluebird, and I'm not convinced of the design.
Tiana smiles thinly. I don't know who's giving the harder shakedown, but soon they're talking tailors and imports. As Tiana's critical eye probes Sophie's cape, I slip the doll into her hiding spot.
Is that so? I'll pass her name along then. Thank you, darling. How should I repay you? A drink, perhaps?
Ha. Information like that will cost you more than a glass of wine. Come see me after hours. I'm sure we'll find something suitable to settle your debt.
Tiana reaches for her bag. I feel like I'm watching a thriller. Anticipation building to a silent orchestra as I hear the bag click open and Tiana gasp.
Sophia. Giovanna.
Just having a little fun.
You know, there are circuses that are hiring. Perhaps you two would do better to audition there.
Relax. You'll give yourself wrinkles. It was just a little prank. I recently picked up this doll and thought I'd remind you of old times.
You remind me why I am no longer one of Marm's lost girls. Giovanna is not one of your orphans.
The fence gathers her bag and leaves. To my surprise, she takes the doll with her. Maybe next time I see Topsy, she'll be on the shelf of Pier 6 with a lush price tag. What was that about?
Ela vai vender a bonequinha?
Well, nothing
Será?
much. We does compete with each other from an early age, so we learned to make games of it. Leaving surprises for one another is one of the first things we learn.
And you never grew out of it, huh? That's why Lizzie tried jumping you. It's just another game to you does.
Yes, not every game is as dangerous as a car chase, but they stick with us all the same. So, I like to ensure girls like Winnie learn healthier ones. But never mind that. You won the bet, and I owe you a drink.
We settle up. I might have felt a little bad ordering a glass that'd rival the glass cages, if she didn't order something more expensive for herself.
E a bebida? Eu quero mais cara. Tem mais algo pra falar com ela? Não. Opa, tem sim.
Tiana never talks much about her school day.
That's no surprise. She was rather quick to leave once she learned everything she could. And before we even had a chance to take her out to celebrate graduation.
She talks about Marm, though. Her tetka. From the sounds of it, Marm used to be pretty fond of her before their falling out.
Are you asking if I was ever jealous of her?
Were you?
It's certainly possible. But as you've already seen, I have my share of green-eyed rivals to deal with. Between them and Tiana...
I've seen Tiana shake down schmucks for giving her a bum deal. Lesser threat's the last way I'd describe her.
It's because, Giovanna, she and I weren't playing the same game. Even back then, I never felt her interests were in competing to be Marm's heir. Take care.
Take care now.
Miss Randazzo. Take care out there.
Acabou. E você tem algo a
Hey
dizer?
there.
Não, também.
Be careful out there.
Acabou o diálogo com
How
ela.
can I help?
Será a
Came
pesquisa?
across this.
This is great! Exactly what I was needing. I think I can now finish this little side project I've been working on.
Circus everything you hoped it'd be?
Oh, Gia, it was wonderful. I'd forgotten what a difference getting away from the lab. It's too bad you missed the sword swallower and the cotton clouds, though.
It's fine, kid. I got an experience no one else.
Let me know if there's anything.
Beleza.
Giovanna. See you soon.
Pra ver se ela tá vendendo a bonequinha mesmo. Pra ela, ó. Tá, então aqui não tem mais nada, eu acho.
Hello, Gia. See you.
Aparece aqui também.
Yes, darling? Take care.
Vamos ver o que é isso aqui.
I'm passing through an intersection when a courier van speeds into my periphery. I turn hard, whipping the front end around to avoid a collision.
What does he want?
The driver flags us off the road into an alcove before jumping out, gingerly setting a large crate on the sidewalk, and Sophie pulls a concealed knife from around her hip and pries open the crate. Inside, frozen into a sneer of bestial rage.
Oh, that time of year again already?
Time to send you a lion's head?
Pearl's idea of a threat. Which is ironic since she's the one enamored of cats. Gia, I've seen you in action. I need your help.
I'm going to need the details of this sudden and
I'll explain if you're willing to help me. I have to know that we trust each other for this to work.
why would Pearl send you a lion's head if she likes lions?
Esse leão de verdade, será?
Pearl clawed her way almost to the top. She never earned the thing, only took it.
Even something she cared.
The circus probably...
Sure.
Não
The
tô fazendo
side of
nada mesmo.
Sophie's mouth curls
Tô precisando de
appreciatively at
dinheiro.
my expression of trust.
Uma graninha.
Every year for her birthday, Marm holds a race for everyone in Dreamland. My sisters and I are the opening act. We make an appearance to get the crowd excited, and we sponsor a poor sucker.
So I'm your sucker?
I'd hardly call you that, Giovanna. You're a competent driver, and you can hold your own in a fight. I can't
True, I can outrun.
think of this more like a
So, do we need to find horses on short notice?
Very short notice. I've been so busy with everything else that I almost forgot. I like to go look around first. Just take a look at the track, you know?
Pô, a gente vai poder apostar. Mas acho que é a missão só, né? Não vai ser fixo. Será que vai?
All right. There shouldn't be anyone around but a few vendors setting up.
Marm's private box. I can't imagine we're supposed to be here. The space is lavish despite its simplicity. Marm doesn't mind paying for the finest comforts, even in a room she uses once a year. But in the silence, I feel a tickle of danger on the back of my neck.
No, we're not. It's exhilarating, isn't it, darling? The Does have a time-honored tradition of backbiting and sabotage. Last year, I let my guard down and my entrant didn't quite finish.
Didn't quite finish?
Oh, don't worry about it, darling. Check around here first. I don't think my sisters would be brazen enough to rig Marm's box, but it's worth looking.
Beleza.
A bottle of wine sits, unopened, on the table. Poisoned wine might be in fairy tales, but only because it's a timeless method of assassination. The seal's intact, no signs of tampering. Riviere de Fou, 26 vintage. Marm prefers the finer things, it seems. I have to wonder what it cost her. Bottle seems clean.
Good. Would be criminal if anyone dared ruin it. Bordeaux was abandoned to the wasting in 27.
Are all your sisters sommeliers?
No, darling. But they're all aware of what happened to the last...
A beautiful, comfortable, upholstered chair. The kind of throne a modern queen might sit on. No explosives taped to the bottom, though.
Tem algo aqui em cima, ó. Que isso aqui?
Graceful lines, classical inspiration. The architect hasn't been to Rome, but they've at least seen pictures. The Hippodrome can accommodate tens of thousands of people. Will there really be that many in attendance? My eyes trace over ornate gilding, sliding along the path of woven silver to the mic's connection at the back of the receiver. At the insertion point are 4 screws. Sophie, look at this. Sophie gingerly pops open the back of the receiver. Inside are too many wires, needles pierced through an angry red cylinder. My breath catches.
It looks like someone's gotten sloppy. See here? This is the detonator. That wire leads to the mic. This one leads to the TNT.
Caraca, tem um dinamite ali agora que eu vi.
Sophie, we shouldn't be here, let alone tugging on bomb wires.
Come now,
Ou não tava ali,
Giovanna.
ela que puxou agora.
You said you would help. Also, it's safe as long as you don't generate any sparks.
Sophie's knife reappears as though by magic. She rests an arm against the radio case and she shouts, jumping back from the device. I only have the ghost of a moment to react.
Se eu tentar esse, depois eu vou poder tentar esse? Acho que não vai dar. Mano, eles vão tirar um, então eu teria que tirar 12. Acho que nem esse aqui quase deu.
Quicksilver hits my veins, time freezing in the space between panic and action. I see Sophie, her knife hand drawn back. I don't even flinch. 2 seconds pass like an hour, and
Would you look at that? I guess I didn't make a mistake after all.
you made a mistake trying to fool me in the first place.
Nerves of steel on you, Gia. I never had any doubt about your abilities, but this proves it.
Next time you do that, plan on me socking you one in the kisser.
Oh, I always plan on taking a hit. It looks like we're safe from the big one today, though.
We should get out of here before anyone shows up. Come with me down to the garage. Sophie leads us down to a dirty garage. Oil chokes the air with an...
Come take a look at the...
Along one wall of the shop rest 4 brand new cars, festooned with gaudy flash and glitz. They look like they were designed for a parade. Sophie runs her fingers over the wheel well, an expression on her face like rapture. She turns back and smiles, genuine pride apparent in her demeanor. They really are beautiful. I can tell someone put their heart and soul into the design. Sophie is a beacon, joy and pride illuminating the space between us. I'm almost blinded by her light as she tosses me a set of keys.
I'm glad you think so. This one's yours. If you
Ela vai me
survive
dar?
the race, you keep it.
Qual que é o meu?
Why not my own car? I'd probably make a better showing in something I already know.
It helps keep things fair.
Cara, eu vou salvar aqui. Se eu errar, se eu falhar, eu volto aqui. Né? Quero
I
o
don't
carro.
like the way you just said fair.
All's fair in love and death races.
Before we go, I wanted to ask about the other does.
Eu acho que não vou falhar, não. Acho
The way
que,
you talk about Pearl,
acho que é todo mundo
she
contra
seems
todo
like a
mundo, né?
real piece
Então tá
of
de boa,
work.
eu acho. Não vou ser as 3 contra mim.
That's one way to put it. Pearl views everything as a game of dominance. She covets my position as Marm's second-in-command.
Is she?
Gia, darling, what a question. Pearl might beat me in a fistfight, but she lacks any subtlety. An effective leader commands respect through both fear and love.
How about Lizzie?
Oh, Lizzie. I sometimes wonder why she's in her position. Lizzie is
A
more
Lizzie é o que
interested
já-
in what
ela
power
que é a dona
brings
desse
her
lugar,
than
não
the
é?
power itself. She is rash, impulsive, and emotional. She'll never be a leader.
Will her driver be a threat in this race?
That you can count on. Lizzie is a race driver herself. And the Hippodrome race is a point of pride.
I'm your
Ah, então
ringer,
todo
huh?
mundo tem um
I've
piloto.
sponsored
Ah,
entrants
agora
who
tudo
could
agora.
drive, and I can't
Agora tudo
lose
faz
this
sentido.
year, Gia.
E a
How
Alice? Eu não
about
sei nada da
Alice?
Alice.
She hides behind her coy smiles and honeyed lies. And the moment she's discovered, she scurries away to hide.
Yet she's one of your sisters.
Alice is the only one of my sisters who has the social skills for leadership. Perhaps even more than me. But leading requires a backbone.
Sophie's insults betray a respect for Alice. Perhaps even fear. I know enough.
Good. Let's go.
Bora. Finalmente uma açãozinha. Quem sou eu?
The gate opens to a tumultuous
Ah, é corrida,
roar.
não é tiro?
The car shivers with the buzz of 100,000 voices, all
Não, é
intent
tiro, né?
on what they've come to see.
Your beloved, your protector, your dreamlando. Sophie, I didn't think you'd come.
After your lovely invitation? How could I miss it? It's too bad Fluffy couldn't make it, but I mounted him on a spike.
It's a shame we use proxies for the race. Your head would be prettier on a spike. So lovely that you're here, Sophie. It always puts Pearl in a better mood. I'd be happier if we didn't have to drive like snails. Come now, Lizzie. You can fulfill your death wish on your own time.
Our conversations with your sister.
Snippy? Mostly when Pearl's involved. Alice fancies herself too clever for open threats.
Sophie smiles dreamily. The crowd watches on. A deep and roiling sea filled.
It's something, isn't it? Whatever I might say about Marm,
One corner of the track turns before passing a tall gate that opens up into the city. The race might not be confined to the stadium, but we follow the inner track to
I'm sure you all brought remarkable drivers this year.
Good enough to beat yours again. Oh, yes. I hope you found a replacement for your last driver. If I remembered right, she didn't make it.
At least my last driver knew how to handle a shifter. Yours looked like someone had filled her tank with mud.
Did they?
No, it was molasses.
Lizzie's laughter comes over the radio, followed by pregnant silence.
Giovanna, check the glove compartment. Carefully.
Didn't you check your car before we started?
My car was in a private garage.
Nobody?
Not without a command from Marm. And Marm isn't going to let one of my sisters in just to sabotage my car.
So then what am I looking...
Just humor me.
Did one of your sisters say something?
I think so.
It's a good way to stay. Looking at the button on the glove box, I think back to the wire leading into the microphone earlier. Instead of pressing it, I pulled the passenger seat back as far as it can go, and underneath the compartment are wires. Too many damn wires. And there, fastened as clearly as before. It's wired up to blow us to Kingdom Come.
Here. Remember what I showed you? If you're careful, we'll get out of this alive.
She palms me her knife. Avoid any sudden braking, please. All this backbiting, all these political machinations. I don't have the time or patience for any of it. I lean back in my seat and give the dynamite a sharp... With a soft pop, it comes loose from the tape and rolls onto the floor.
What in the name of...
I just wanted to see how you'd react.
You're out of your mind.
I guess I'd have to be, to volunteer for this. I pick up the stick of dynamite and toss it out the window toward the inside of the track. It bounces off the infield once, then explodes with unrivaled violence.
Jeepers creepers, what was that?
Someone left me a gift. My driver has no respect for birthdays.
What a shame. And what a gift that would have been. Next time, open it and save us all some trouble.
Outbound radio is disabled, so I can't talk to the other drivers.
And get off! Each one of my lieutenant's engines will come out victorious!
This whole thing's not about us. Not about Sophie or the other does either. This is all about Marm and the attention she demands. Well, let's see if I can steal the show.
Hipódromo. Hipódromo é uma competição de combate única. Desvia dirige sozinho no mesmo veículo que os outros participantes. Os holofotes iluminam a estrada à frente. Ao final da rodada, o piloto que está sobre a luz recupera pontos de vida. Tá. Qual que é a minha missão exatamente? Eu sou quem? Eu sou esse aqui? Eu tenho mais vida que eles. Eu tenho 12. Tem que tomar cuidado para não ficar nessas duas faixas aqui, ó. Eu não preciso pegar a vida, mas eu tenho que parar numa dessas duas. Posso gastar 4. Esse aqui faz o quê? Causa dano a qualquer veículo. Puxa um quadrado e aplica a lentidão. Eu posso puxar esse cara. Eu queria puxar ele pra linha amarela, mas não dá. Eu só consigo puxar ele da frente pra trás. Quem que eu foco, hein, cara? Pensando em focar nesse vermelhinho aqui mesmo. Só que tá estranho esse cara, que ele tem uns buffzinhos em cima do HP. Então, talvez seja melhor focar ele. Mas o vermelhinho tá mais favorável, eu acho. Vamos colocar esse cara aqui. De vida. Vamos ver onde tá safe. Bora.
It's looking a little dull on the track. Prepare to be energized.
Que isso, a madame tá aqui?
The spotlight shines ahead. Which of my daughter's entrants is brave enough to take center stage?
Agora tá falando pelo radinho. Ah, ela tá falando pelo radinho. Boa essa mecânica de nem todos focam eu, mas eu não tô entendendo porque eles estão indo pra longe da vida. Tá, eu tenho 18 dias, eu não preciso pegar vida, eu posso ir lá pra treta. Inclusive eu tenho cura também. Consigo bater nesse cara aqui ainda também, ó. Sou o melhor de vida, vamos avançar aqui, vamos ver o que esses caras vão fazer agora. Uma predada, o amarelinho tá mal.
Stretch out your trigger fingers, drivers. It's time for an old-fashioned shoot-up. What a shame! Pearl's entrant has taken a dive.
O amarelinho foi. Nossa, que dano é esse? Ele me deu 9 de dano. Caraca, ele me deu 11 de dano. Ah, tô com 6 de vida. Eu não vou conseguir chegar até lá. Posso ficar full life. Vou ficar, acho que eu vou ficar full life. Porque se eu bater, eu não vou conseguir matar os dois. Ah, eu não fiquei full life, mas eu recuperei. Era pra eu sair daqui, ó. Ah, é. Droga. Mas tá bom, foi só 3 de dano. Os caras tão pior que eu de qualquer jeito, ó. Doze, 7.
Dizzy's entrant is down and out. It looks like she won't be taking the victory 2 years running.
Aí eu tenho 9. Tenho 10. Dá pra acabar com ele, eu acho, hein? Ah, ele tá com 1 de vida. Por que ele tem 1 de vida?
Not looking good.
finalizar ele.
Alice's driver can't hold on. What a waste of good steel.
There, last one left. I wonder if I won a prize.
Beleza.
Not the sort of prize I had in mind. I pulled to the side of the track. The smell of nitroglycerin hangs metallic in the air.
What? What happened?
The cheering has turned to screams, drones flying away in every direction.
Ladies and gentlemen, could we have missed one? The perpetrator of this terrible deed will be caught and punished.
This is a doozy of a time for a speech.
Get out of there. Meet me outside. And that
Quem
is
será que fez isso, hein? Será que foi uma das irmãs? Pode ter sido o rei do crime também. Ninguém gosta dessa véia, né? Ó, vem algumas coisas aqui, cara. Ah, eu já vou estar com equipado com o meu carro novo, mas e minhas coisas antigas? Isso aqui. É mesmo que eu já tenho, vai servir para vender. Kit de reparo comum, né? Que isso? Pra que isso aqui? Eu entendi. Precisa de armadura.
I cut my car past the throngs of terrified people, fleeing in every direction. Nobody pays me enough mind to notice the vanishing act. What happened in there?
It was right after you'd finished.
Thanks.
A bomb went off, right in the middle of the stands. Judging by the blast, probably the same kind we disposed of.
But why would one of the does want to kill people in the stands? The car bomb made plenty of sense. Naturally, one of your sisters would want to blow the two of us up. Everyone wins.
Everyone but us.
Which do you think is the most likely?
I'm not sure. Alice tipped me off, but it seemed intentional. Pearl would be more direct if she wanted to kill me, and Lizzie wouldn't take the time.
It has to be one of them. Nothing else makes sense. The bomb in Marm's box. That could be one of the other does trying to take her out, along with her top lieutenant, in one fell swoop. That's what I would do.
One bomb in the car, one in the box. Leadership gone.
The audience attack doesn't fit the pattern. None of your sisters gain anything by killing bystanders.
I can't think of a reason.
Unless... Marm's speech came awfully well prepared on the tail of that explosion.
What do you mean?
I have a solution that fits the whole sordid affair.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Marm's speech, right after the last explosion. She was awfully quick on the draw with that.
So?
So what if Marm knew it was going to happen before it did? What if she planted the bombs in your car and her box, knowing we'd find them? You'd assume it was one of the other does and close ranks on her side.
Faz sentido, só ela tem permissão pra mexer nos
Let's
carros,
say
né?
you're right. What does she get out of bombing the stands? Why would any of us believe it was another of our sisters?
Think about what she said right after. She promised revenge on her enemies and protection for her people. What if this was all to gather some public support for some new acquisition? Sophie's face is a split sandbag, spilling into a flood.
It wouldn't be the first time she capitalized on a tragedy. But this...
You know her better than I do. Is this beyond what she's capable of?
Damn it, Gia, I don't know. But I need a drink. All those people.
Let's go get one then. I know a good spot, if you don't mind the dark.
Here, the prize money. You earned it.
Thanks.
Ganhei um dinheirinho finalmente. Só 100, cara. Uma corrida de vida ou morte. Só ganhei 100. Tá. Será que eu posso correr outras vezes? Procurar o carro. Vou aproveitar que eu tô com uns kits e acho que procurei tudo, porque tem um botão que cura tudo. Pra ver se funciona. Correr de novo. Ah, não tá fechado.
Angels and demons frolic in the festive dark. The debauchery of a bacchanal that hasn't stopped in days spills onto the mansion grounds like a tipped-over punch bowl. Like a barbaric centerpiece topping off the Saturnalian soiree, Lizzie's roadster is parked at an off-kilter angle on the front steps. A fractured pillar stands testament to her reckless inebriation. Astride her souped-up ride, Lizzie is a paragon of belligerence. Drunk as a lord, shouting and singing, and aggressively denying access to the main doors. Doubt she'll be up for a friendly chat in such a state. Maybe I ought to socialize a bit first. Of all the odd stuff I've seen, the grass-skirted inebriate guarding a bed of glowing hot coals that lead like a sizzling red carpet into the mansion's side entrance, well, that might just take the cake. Like a chieftain eager for sacrifice at the volcano's edge, the mad Montezuma atop his makeshift throne sneers down at the throng, daring anyone brave enough to traverse his infernal path.
Step right up, step right up!
I'm not that hard up for a drink.
Tell that to Phil. Clumsy bum burnt half his damn clothes off trying to get—
Why in blazes would he do that?
That ain't no regular champagne, oh no. That's a Chateau Diff 78. You could buy Lizzie's hot rod with that bottle, lady.
Lizzie's clearly in a drinking mood. Maybe I can make that bottle a peace offering and get—
So, doll, you gonna try a little hot buff?
Ah, hell. Why not? The crowd whoops as I roll up my cuffs. Before I can think about it too hard, I launch myself down the path. A fireworks show of sparks erupts with every footfall as I dance my way across. The rictus grin of a charred human skull suddenly flashes up between my feet. Dead is dead. They ain't yet invented remains too sacred. I can't hold my footing on the burning rocks. My arms windmill crazily.
Yow!
Too bad. No bubbly for you.
Some loon on the lawn has a heifer tied down and is splashing it with paint, apparently seeing it not as cattle but canvas for some bizarre spurt of artistic inspiration. Beasts in gilded wicker masks caper through a forest of filthy cages, squealing at pitiful captives both animal and human. They gnash and bleat, splashed with effluence, surrender to their basest instinct.
I'm a parrot!
Essa.
What kind of animal are you?
I'm a person?
People go in cages. Animals only the menagerie.
They gesture drunkenly to a selection of masquerade animal faces. I see the glint of steel behind one of their palms. Starting a fight wouldn't get me any closer to soap, and I don't want to end up a literal jailbird. I'll go with the dinosaur one.
Come on, make the sound.
I stand stock still. A cool breeze blows in some quiet garden of my mind. I'm there, detached, gazing down at my own body.
That's not what dinosaurs sound like.
The masked maniacs caper away to torment their captives. My mind races. Unlocking one of these animal cages would certainly get Lizzie's attention. For some reason known only to God and Charles Darwin, there's a pair of...
Caraca, mas eu tô falhando em
Sorry,
tudo.
just looking. I'm not giving up that easy. My boot knife makes quick work of the lock once I find the right angle, and with a soft clang, the wide world is free for snookums to the air is filled with sudden shrieks as the jungle cat flees its prison, hissing and growling. In its instinctive panic, it overturns cages and bolts in the direction of Lizzie's car.
Snookums, no!
There's an ear-splitting screech as the panther's claws dig deep gouges into the hot rod's paint. As the cat bounds over Lizzie's head and leaps away into the night, she roars in surprise and guns her engine. That's that for the bouncer. Better slip inside the mansion pronto. The rancid stench of fecal matter and bestial musk floats over from a nightmarish menagerie, where partygoers in animal masks caper like children amidst a scattershot maze of caged exotic beasts. A thousand smells hang thickly in the humid crush of 100 unwashed bodies. Through trails of smoke and light, I catch glimpses of debauchery, but my attention's stolen by the dame in senior doe regalia rushing up to greet me. Her bright blonde curls are bouncing playfully. This imp in Angel's garb could only be one person. Sophie's lieutenant, Alice.
Is that rat Lizzie finally
essa é a Lizzie.
gone? Thank goodness. I was starting to think she'd scare off everyone on the island.
Gia Randazzo.
What a wonderful pleasure it is to meet you.
This one's more bubbly than fresh-popped champagne. Her wide, dazzling smile gives me an odd itch. She's not like sly Sophie or hot-headed Lizzie at all. What's the score here? You're not much like the other does I've met. What's your racket?
I manage our theatrical district. Vaudevilles, cabarets, cinemas, burlesque.
You're an actress?
On occasion, though my work for Sweet Marm keeps me mostly too busy for that. And
Whatever needs doing.
How devilishly mysterious.
A sinister animus glints behind Alice's cheerful exterior. I imagine the glare of the stage lights, hot and bright. I'm being scrutinized, analyzed. This isn't a friendly greeting. It's an interrogation.
Come, let me show you around.
That's neighborly of you.
Neighbors? Oh no, let's say we're friends. The very best of friends.
We only just met.
Well, then let's get to know one another.
Alice's milky sweet voice curdles slightly as she pours in a not-so-subtle note of challenge. Is this some kind of test? Secrets take two. I'll bite, but then you've got to give me one of yours. She claps her hands like an overjoyed schoolgirl, nodding her agreement and waiting anxiously. I feel like I'm dangling a steak over a tiger's pen. Right. I'm afraid of the rain, I suppose.
What? How odd.
Not much to explain. Try growing up on ground level. Trash falls on your head more often than water down there. You learn to hate the sound of anything hitting your roof.
Oh, how very fascinating.
All right, now you.
It is a fascinating secret, but not quite fascinating enough.
Look, it was nice meeting you and all, but I have an appointment with Soap Jackson.
Is that so? How strange. I manage Soap's social calls. He only spends time with the most interesting girls, you see.
Just let me upstairs, will you? A burned out little bulb sparks to life, and a nasty idea flashes over her face.
Tell you what, play a few of our games here, prove to me you're interesting, and maybe I'll agree to let you see Soap. It'll be terrific fun. I promise.
What's that going to prove?
We'll just see, won't we? Either way, I'll definitely learn something interesting about Gio Rondazzo.
Fine.
Ih, rapaz.
A
O
raucous
maluco aqui tá
crowd against
tão
the
tacando
far
faca no cara.
wall centers on a blindfolded figure haloed by knives, like some Sistine fresco of a circus freak. The blindfolded volunteer seems delighted by the danger, ignoring the bright crimson lines torn through their clothes, goading the crowd. The onlookers bay in response.
All right, we have another player. Step right up, little lady.
Me? No way.
Oh, don't be a spoilsport. Come on. Big bets, high stakes.
He grabs my wrist and slaps a knife into my palm. I can't think straight through the din of the spectators, who begin a rhythmic chant urging me to throw.
Rapaz, tudo aqui é baixo, velho. Tem que fazer 12. Aqui eu tenho um total de mais 4 aqui.
I toss the knife between my hands, judging its weight and balance. Squinting one eye, the knife practically shaves the fuzz off the volunteer's ear, landing with a loud thunk in the wall beyond.
Tem uma narguilha aqui.
A group of partygoers are socializing around an elegant water pipe. Underneath the pungent bitterness of the tobacco, I detect the subtle sweetness of molasses. I try to use
Caraca, eu não consigo roubar nada, velho.
some crag-faced heavies lurk by the staircase, clearly sober and bored. I'd rather they didn't turn their attention my way. But there's no getting past them without
Tem uns
Alice's
malucos
say-so
amarrados,
anyway.
ajoelhados aqui, que porra é essa? São submissos.
The doe stands ramrod straight, beautiful as an ice sculpture, but rimmed with disdain. She presides over the scene like a grim judge. Next to her, a hard-nosed child sulks with a browbeaten expression. With a painful jolt, I realize the child is Jenna.
Are you paying attention? If you're going to be a doe, you'll have to make some hard choices.
Yes, Miss Pearl.
As I eavesdrop on Pearl and her newfound protege, someone jostles me, and I'm shoved to the front of the onlooking audience.
A Jenna tá aqui? Ela foi escolhida, então? Ah, ela foi escolhida.
Watch it.
A volunteer for the jury? Good. Step forward.
What's going on here?
These deviants stand accused of serious crimes against Dreamland and her good Baron. Crimes for which the punishment is death.
The captive men wriggle in fright. Both are flanked by a doe lieutenant, gripping wine bottles in each hand like headsmen's axes.
As our newest aspirant, Jenna will hear their pleas and pass judgment. You, newcomer, will offer testimony as an impartial third party.
What is this? Some kind of sick game? No, I want nothing to do with this.
Aspirant, do you agree to let her leave, or shall this woman stand testament?
The recognition and pleading in Jenna's eyes would melt the white-hot heart of a forge. But she tempers herself, drawing on years of pain to harden her face and steel her voice.
She should stay.
My neck jerks automatically and I nod, helpless. Pearl purses her thin lips in satisfaction.
Good. Arthur Weingarten. You stand accused of defrauding the public trust in the amount of $570.50.
Please, Miss Pearl, I ain't done nothing wrong. I won that hand fair and square.
So, you accuse Pandemonium of corruption, and by extension, Marm herself.
No, look, I'll give the money back if that's what you want.
And you, Harold Horowitz, stand accused of gross public indecency. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
This is a crock. A guy's not allowed to wear a red tie on a Tuesday? Says who?
Say the laws of this barony and its benevolent overseer, to which you agreed to abide faithfully the moment you stepped foot on its steel.
I ain't agreed to nothing. My niece got me that tie for Christmas. Damned if I won't wear it whenever I please.
Now we will hear from our impartial jury. What say you?
Cara, estranho porque não tem prova de nada, né? Em nenhum momento. Eu lá isso daqui.
This isn't justice.
You may go. Your aspirant. What?
The poor kid shakes like a leaf, but still demonstrates the kind of strength only a gutter wretch like me.
That one. Stealing money is wrong. I know that now.
Verdict is passed. Sentence is death. May you die by the same excess that defined your life.
Gasps ripple through the crowd as the doe forces liquor down his throat. Pearl makes the kid watch. In solidarity, I force myself to observe the gurgling mess of the
You are free to go.
The surviving prisoner is set free. Pearl turns the kid away, but she sneaks a glance at me, and her haunted look prints itself into my mind like a photograph.
Well, you clearly don't suffer from stage fright.
Yeah, I'm a regular vaudevillian. Now let me see Soap.
What if I say no?
I haven't forgotten. You owe me a secret. But you don't need to say a word. I already know your secret, Alice.
Is that so?
Yeah. You wear different costumes, you play different parts. But there's one role you just can't quite pull off, isn't there? Significance, relevance, importance. Soap doesn't care what you think. Nobody does. So let me pass, and we'll both forget we ever knew you. Her grease paint mask of cheerfulness melts. Hot, lethal jealousy boils to the surface from underneath.
Let her through, boys.
By the way, people who try and hustle me tend to regret it. I better not see you again.
Oh, you will. I promise.